Before mammals, there were dinosaurs, and before dinosaurs, there were cephalopods. Hi, I'm Kim, and this is an oasis of books. Today's video is all about the reading event Octember, which is an event that highlights reading all about, cephalopods, whether octopuses or squids or a variety of other creatures. So I heard about this event from one of the co-hosts, Jeanne Villepreux-Power, and I will link to her announcement video and her channel in the description below. And I'll also list the other co-hosts down below so you can follow them, you can watch their announcement videos, and you can join in because it sounds like a lot of fun to me. I'm sure it sounds like a lot of fun to some of you. So what have I lined up to read in September for Octember? 2 nonfiction books, a biography, and a fiction book. Not sure I'll get to all of them, but I sure hope I do because they all sound really interesting. The first nonfiction book is called Monarchs of the Sea, and I managed to get it on Libby. So the subtitle is The Extraordinary 500 Million Year History of Cephalopods. This is by the remarkable Danna Staaf and was published in 2020. Cephalopods, Earth's first truly substantial animals, are still among us. Their fascinating family tree features squid, octopuses, nautiluses, and more. The inventors of swimming, cephs presided over the sea for millions of years, but when fish evolved jaws, cephs had to step up their game or end up on the menu. Some evolved defensive spines. Others abandoned their shells entirely, opening the floodgates for a tidal wave of innovation. Masterful camouflage, fin-supplemented jet propulsion, and intelligence we've yet to fully measure. In Monarchs of the Sea, marine biologist Danna Staaf unspools how these otherworldly creatures once ruled the deep and why they still captivate us today. Now, again, that just sounds so interesting. I can't wait to dive into this book. Next up, another nonfiction book that I checked out on Libby. This is Secrets of the Octopus, written by very famous, and deservedly so, Sy Montgomery, published just last year in 2024. Secrets of the Octopus, with its vivid, beautiful National Geographic photographs, explores the underwater world of the octopus. A creature that resembles an alien life form, but whose behavior has earned it a reputation as one of the most intelligent animals on the planet. This book reveals how the large and capable brain of these creatures occupies their whole body, not just their heads, and how they can actually adjust their genetic makeup to respond to the demands of their environment. Readers will watch how the octopus can change shape and color in order to camouflage itself more effectively than any other species. This review says that Sy Montgomery offers current, compassionate stories about the scientists on the front line of octopus research. And working with her is Warren Carlyle, founder of Octo Nation, the world's largest octopus fan club. Never heard of that before. And he adds 16 octo profiles to this beautiful book. All right, now that does sound fascinating, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the photographs in this book. I have given it a peek already, and they are, just as described, super vivid, super dramatic, and really, supplementing the book in a special way, showing what is being told to us in the text. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading through this. Now, this third book is the one I'm most excited about reading for Octember. It sounds so intriguing, and I love biographies. This is written by Danna Staaf, so she knows her stuff, and it sounds like she found someone super interesting to tell us about. This book is entitled The Lady and the Octopus: How Jeanne Villepreux-Power Invented Aquariums and Revolutionized Marine Biology. So what's this book about? Born in a small village in 18th century France, Jeanne Villepreux wasn't expected to transform marine science. Curious, creative, and clever, Jeanne ventured to Paris by foot as a teenager. After achieving acclaim as a seamstress, she met a wealthy merchant and traveled with him to Sicily, where they married. But rather than settling into a life of domesticity on this beautiful island, she set out to investigate its natural wonders, from fossils and insects on land to the marvelous mysteries of the sea. In an era when women were not accepted into scientific societies and many naturalists based their findings on dead specimens, Jeanne fashioned her own fortune. She observed and experimented on living animals, in particular, one very unusual shelled octopus called an argonaut. To keep argonauts and other sea creatures alive long enough to learn from them, Jeanne invented a device to hold them, the aquarium. With patience and persistence, she solved the 2,000-year-old mystery of whether argonauts grow or steal their shells, and she made sure the scientific world knew about it. Author and octopus enthusiast Danna Staaf presents an engrossing look at the life and science of Jeanne Villepreux-Power, showing how this remarkable woman helped bring about a sea change in the study of marine life. So, I bet you want to read the book now too, huh? Yeah. So finally, the fourth book, it's a fiction book. Now, I'm hoping to get to it. We'll see if I do, but it's the second in a series. You might know what I'm talking about. I am in the middle of the first book right now, so if I can finish it, before, say, the middle of September, then I am going to move on to the second one. But the first book is all about spiders. The second book is all about octopuses. Now I bet you know for sure what I'm talking about, most of you. This is the famous sci-fi series by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I can't believe I haven't read it yet because I do love science fiction, but I guess I was putting it off thinking that's something I know I'll love, something I can get to later when I really want a good sci-fi book to sink into. And well, here we are. Like I said, if I finish the first book, Children of Time, and that's where I am now, then I can get to the second book, Children of Ruin, which is the book that features octopuses. Intelligent, of course, but in this series, that intelligence is boosted. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm just going to leave it there. But if you like sci-fi and for some reason, like me, you haven't read this series yet, you might want to get going on it just for the fun of it. But if you make it to book 2 before the end of September, you can count for Octember too. So like I said, I will put links down in the description below to Jeanne Jabel's channel, and you can watch her announcement video that describes how you can participate, but basically read any book about cephalopods and you're in. That's all there is to it, but you can do as much as you want. Let me just say, Jeanne is a fantastic artist, and in her announcement video, she features some of her wonderful octopus art, so you don't want to miss that. And, well, that's all for today. So until next time, happy reading.